there. Okay. All right. So, what funny things do you remember about your brothers and sisters? I'm gonna move closer.
I remember Delbert and Addie. And I was just thinking about them yesterday. That, and remembering the time when Delbert's son could run faster than Addie. You know, they were only in about the 8th and 10th grade or something like that. 8 and 10 years old, I mean. But Delbert and I we was thick as thieves, Delbert and I, growing up. And the only problem we would get into is that we would sometimes tease over. And my dad, the only time he ever punished me was when we was teasing over and kicked the seat of my pants.
I don't know how to do that. I have to go to the bathroom. I will be back.
Okay.
Okay. But one of the things that Delbert and I did, we used to have to herd cows, and we'd have to take them over to Big Hollow sometimes where there was quite a bit of feed for them. We'd take a lunch after we'd milked them in the morning and had breakfast by about 10 o'clock or so, where we would take them over to Big Hollow and then head back about 3 o'clock. That was a long ways for us to walk, herding those cows. My dad had left a pack saddle in the old house. And a pack saddle is what you put on the horse and pack equipment in them, but we used it as a regular riding saddle. We put the saddle on one of the gentle cows, and he would ride in front and I'd ride in back. And we would ride about 2 miles over to where they would stay for them to feed. Then we'd ride the cow back. And my mother always used to help us milk the cows night and morning. And she couldn't understand why this one cow was going down in its milk. And we never did tell her. Maybe Delbert's told her by now. I don't know, but we never did tell her what we were doing. But we were riding in the cow.
Did you go on the same cow every time?
Every time, yeah. Yeah, every day. Another time Delbert and I was helping Papa pack fishermen in from Savage's Ranch up in the Granddaddy Basin. And 3 fishermen come kind of late in the afternoon, and they wanted to leave right away to get up there. And my dad said, well, it'll be dark by the time you get there. I said, well, that's all right. So we got them packed up, and Delbert and I went up with them. And we, after we got everything unpacked for the fishermen, why we took the saddles off of the horses and took them down to where there was a meadow for them to, thought they would stay there all night, and put hobbles on them. And when we got back to camp, why, they'd set up their tent and gone to bed. And generally they always fed us when we took fishermen up there to the lakes. The next morning when we got up, we went to check on the horses, and they had left and was heading down the trail. So we hurried after them, and it was about 10 o'clock when we got back with them. They'd had their breakfast and everything put away and gone fishing when we got back. So we had one of these collapsible metal fishing poles we had behind the saddle, and rolled up in a sleeping bag. And we went to fishing, see if we could catch fish. We caught 3 or 4 fish, and we built a fire and put the fish on the stick and cooked them over the fire. We were so hungry, they didn't taste too bad, but without salt, why, it wasn't very good. My dad was so unhappy with those fishermen. When we went out and got him and brought him down, why, he told me, it says, he was Scotch blessing, and he says, I don't care if you never come out again, but if you do, you better take care of your guides when they help you to go up there to the lakes. But I don't think they ever came back.
Here comes Janelle. Let's see. Hi, Janelle.
Okay, it's your turn, sweetie. Oh, that's better.
I'm stronger than I thought. Okay, what did you decide?
Well, I had my turn. Now it's
Okay,
yours.
what did you say?
All the things I can remember, and it wasn't very much.
Oh,
Most of what he talked about was doing things with Delbert and getting in trouble.
Yeah.
we're going to put that in the newsletter?
That's not the newsletter.
Oh, this isn't the newsletter we're talking about?
No.
What are we talking about?
This is just talking to you guys.
It's personal interview.
Yep.
Oh, a personal interview.
Yeah. How you doing, buddy?
Good. I thought I lost you.
Pull up a chair and sit down.
I have 0 memories of anything,
Oh,
so I couldn't be of any help.
oh. Well, we're not lost. We're over here talking about the newsletter.
Oh my gosh, there's
And she's going to
Diane.
help us.
Hello, Diane.
Lo and behold,
Eileen and I was closer, and we probably did more together. But we weren't. Eileen was. She wanted to be my mother, and she wanted to boss me around. I thought
She wanted to tell you what to do, and you wasn't about to.
I wasn't about to do it. 'Cause
Anyway, they didn't get along very well.
We really didn't. We really didn't get along until after we were married. And after she stopped being my mother,
Yeah.
I don't know why we really didn't get along very well. I spent a lot of time with Addie. Addie, I loved Addie. Eileen spent probably a lot more time with Maggie than I did.
Yeah.
and
Yeah, that's true.
Addie and it's when Terry and Diane were, of course they were younger than me, and I loved going out to Addie's every summer when I was in high school.
Why did you go out there during the summer?
What?
Why did you go out there? Did you have some work to do,
Well,
or?
During this, that's after my mother died.
Okay.
Oh, way after. It was when I was in high school. My mother died when I was 6.
Okay.
And after I was, we're going back quite far then. After my mother died, we stayed at home for a while. Addie, you guys, LaVar, I remember LaVar baking bread for us and making things for Eileen and I to play, and so did R and LaVar were really good to make sure we did okay. And it was then after Addie got married, we went to live with Aunt Margaret and Uncle Lyman Hamblin.
And is that the Lyman Hamblin that was Lyman Stoddard Hamblin, or his son?
He's my mother's brother.
Okay, so that was his son.
Lyman Dwayne Hamlin.
Now Lyman Dwayne is my mother's brother, and Aunt Margaret was so good to us, and she loved to have